Hey everybody! Welcome to Facebook. No, this is YouTube Live. So confusing. I hope that you guys are having a great Monday. I hope you had a wonderful time over the weekend and were able to celebrate Easter, even though it probably wasn't how you planned exactly. I just had to get my Stampin' Lips on. We had a really low-key Easter here. Actually, we have got to talk about some things, people. So, my assistant Whitney and my daughter and a couple other people I know have watched Tiger King. Oh yeah, that's what I did on Easter. We binge watched Tiger King. Forgive me, Jesus. It was absolutely everything I expected it to be and more for sure. Like, oh my gosh. Can I just say, like, the real description I wanted to give it is inappropriate for this venue. And the people on there can only be described inappropriately. Yes, there's plenty of language, but it is just like train wreck good. It's so awful, just so awful, but so good, but so awful. And then I guess yesterday, I didn't realize this, but they posted like Where Are They Now kind of episode. And that was really fascinating. Like you have to watch that. Lots of changes. All I can tell you is people with big cats are certifiably insane, first of all. Um, the people on that show are all completely nuts, and everybody on that show is a criminal in one form or another. And also, it makes me really appreciate my totally normal, mainstream, fabulous, down home, good girl life. I just can't even believe what was on that show. It was like unbelievable. Like unbelievable. If you haven't watched it, it is such a train wreck, but you like can't look away. I mean, it's that just insane. And I will say on so many levels and so, just a like just it's so cringy, but it was so good. I really was kind of like, what's gonna happen next? So anyway, it was, I mean, I know it is so not for everybody, but oh my gosh, it was just so insane. Like so insane. I kind of loved it. Is that terrible? I think so another thing that kind of really made me love it were two things. One was I follow Rainn Wilson on Instagram, who, was Dwight from The Office. And you guys know I love The Office. And he sang the Tiger song. Like, he played the guitar and sang the Tiger song the other day. It's just like, oh. And I really wanted to know what that Tiger song went to. And now that I know, I'm just like, oh my gosh. And then the other thing is, I also follow Adam Rippon on Instagram. He's the figure skater from the last Olympics, and he's really funny. Like maybe his stuff is a little whatever, but he he is what made me want to watch it because he posts the funniest stuff about it. And can I just say, Carol Baskin absolutely killed her husband, like no question. Oh yeah, you watched the show. I was a little disappointed that by the end of the show she wasn't completely like a criminal, but you know. Um yes, we're talking about Tiger King. Don't judge me. Watching it on Easter. I know. She so fed him to the tigers. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. But I will tell you that Exotic Joe is like seriously insane. Like, whoa. I know. I kept thinking, so my good friend Connie lives in Oklahoma, and I actually need to call her and just say, girl, we need to talk about this. I know. I would never judge Oklahoma on this show because it it'd be like people thinking Iowans are all farmers, and we know that's not true. Some of them are stampers. So anyway, I hope I gave you a little giggle for today, but oh my gosh, the show is just crazy. And I really sadly enjoyed it. I'm so sorry to tell you that. That probably tells you more about me than is necessary. I do believe I'm a good and normal person, but I do like that show. Like, I really do like that show. I mean, it just was so like actually the funniest part was when you find out what Dr. Antle is a doctor of. I can't think of his name. It's Agar. He has a really funny name. Really changed at some point. It was not his name. I'm sure. When you find out in the episode what he's a doctor of, I will not give it away. Oh my gosh. That was the best. Anyway, I will tell you, do not ever have a big cat. They will eat you. I had to laugh. So I know, I don't know why anybody would want to be around any of those people. Dr. Antle, like, clear predator. And then, well, actually, several of them really honestly are, to be completely. Why are all the workers toothless? That is a good question. And I think was that Monica that said that. You need to watch the follow-up episode. It was released yesterday. It explains a few things, and there's some updates. That's all I'll say. It just was so awesome. They don't all claim to be on meth, Kathy, but that was definitely my assessment. Yeah, so it was so funny. And I have to laugh. My husband, like, I told him we had to watch it, and he was like, no. I'm like, we do. I think he's glad. Although I will say that 7 hours that I probably could have not wasted on this, but it was pretty hilarious. So there you go. That I fully believed we had to talk about that. Now I have another hilarious story for you guys. So you know my son. Well, first of all, can I just say today, oh yes, Kathy, I got knitted. In fact, I'm like a couple rows from being done with a shawl. It was gigantic. So I'll post pictures when I'm done, but oh my gosh, it's taken forever. It is my Breaking Bad Tiger King shawl. But oh, what was I going to say? Okay, so you guys know my kids are home. My husband's home, of course, as many people are during this whole pandemic situation. And they have been in and out of my office like 150 times today. I'm lucky we have projects for us, although I would have to say the projects are kind of awesome today. But they just were in and out, in and out, in and out. Well, today was the first day of online school for my kids. So Carl did really well. He got all of his work done by about 1:32. So that was great. But you know, my son is kind of, I don't know what you want to call him, but he's 14, right? And he's also into trivia. Like years ago, he was in, he won with his partner the school trivia contest of all, like there were 6 or 8 elementary schools at our old school, and he won this trivia contest. I mean, he was really good at trivia. I don't know where he stores this information, but anyway, so I think it was me that did this. I gave him a trivia like tear off calendar, where every day you tear off a sheet for Christmas. And so yesterday there, or Saturday, there was whatever that factoid was that day. Something was wrong with it, and I don't remember what, but I will tell you this. I called the company to tell them that the fact was wrong. So, oh, we were eating at the table, and he's telling us that I think it had to do with music, but I'm not sure. Anyway, he knew the information about whatever the fact was for that day, and he knew that it was wrong. It was incorrect. And my daughter was sitting there, and she agreed. So he's telling us this, and he goes, "So I called them." You can't make this stuff up, you guys. So anyway, he called the company to tell them that it was incorrect information. And maybe this happened Friday. I can't remember. But regardless, he actually talked to somebody. He actually told them about their mistake, and they actually like thanked him. And then he said he got a follow-up email today. I'm still dying that my kid did this. Oh my gosh. So that was pretty funny. I will tell you, this weekend I laughed and cried. Like, I laughed hysterically and cried because I was laughing so hard, and then I cried because I was so sad. So it was, I think that's just kind of how days are these days, right? I mean, are you guys doing this at home? How are you guys doing at home? Carl is 14. So yeah, the kid cracks me up. I don't know what it is. He just turned 14, actually, like a week ago. So we had our, I posted pictures. We had our quarantine Star Wars birthday party where we all had our Star Wars masks on. So yeah. Teresa, Tiger King is like a 7-episode miniseries, I guess. So yeah. Daily meltdowns from mom. I know, right, Denise? Totally. Tisha, you love being at home. Okay, so I work from home, and I have for many years, and that's great. But having them all home makes me crazy because they're constantly in here and they're bugging me. And you're missing your 9 children, and you cannot wait till you hug. Oh, yeah, that's so hard when you can't hug your loved ones. I haven't lived with my family like in town, in state, for several years, so that's not so much hard for me, but I totally understand how hard that is. I do. Why didn't they do digital learning before this? I think I was kind of holding out that we wouldn't be out this long, and I also suspect it's an equity of learning, making sure everybody has access to things. In our district, every kid doesn't have a device of some kind, so that's kind of part of it. Deb, I want to close, and I just want to close my door, but they come in. Like, they still do. They don't care. I know another friend of mine, her name is Max. If you're a demonstrator, you might know who she is. She works at Stampin Up, and I've been messaging her a little bit. She has a grandbaby that she can't see. Oh, and Paula's just writing that your son just had a baby and you can't see him. That just breaks my heart. I can't imagine that part, because that just would be so hard. Oh, so hard. So yeah. I know, right? Padlock, exactly. Anyway, Ella is kind of the opinion that can't we just graduate? She she picked up her cap and gown this morning at school. So that was kind of, I don't know. I think the hard part is that we don't know what's going to happen with graduation yet. So I just wish we knew what the end of the year was going to look like. We still don't know. We're still tentatively going back, but that they haven't called the year yet. So I don't know. We'll see. Okay, I had to get a little of my Nectar of the God. All right. Now I have to tell you, I do have really awesome projects to share with you guys today. I'm really, really excited. They are kind of awesome. And a good variety. Like sometimes I mean, I could really make floral cards all day, every day, but I try to mix it up for you guys. But I've got a little bit of everything. I was a little surprised. I didn't have very many requests today. I think I really only had one. So anyway, you work with naughty teenagers. I can only imagine what that's like. Actually, Kyla, I've seen a card of yours today. I'm kind of excited that you're on here. I hope you like my vision. I think yours is a little better, but Kyla is a demonstrator in Australia, and by the way, amazing and cute as a button. So I'm excited to share that with you. Okay, so I do have one more little nugget to share with you. I am doing an online workshop. I'm very excited about it. It is called my Stampin' Game Night workshop. So it's going to be really, really, really fun. And it's going to be, I think, something that I'll be continuing to do monthly, at least for the next few months. We'll see how it goes, but I think it'll be good. I put a link to it in the description of this video right now. And so you can see it. It's pretty awesome. Ooh, let's see. We just need to take care of something here. There we go. All right. Let's just continue. Yeah, if you guys noticed that little disgusting troll, feel free to get rid of him if I don't catch them. All right. So, so my game night workshop is going to be pretty awesome. So if you've ever, so first of all, we do in-home workshops right now, so that's kind of a bummer. It is going to be a lot of fun though. We're going to stamp some projects, just like you would in a regular workshop. I'll talk all about, you can host your own workshop with me, you can place your order with me, you can enjoy the projects, and it will be awesome. Sue, the actual event will be a YouTube live just like this is right now. The only thing, the Facebook group is just kind of to organize everything, post updates, but you can register for it if you're interested. And it will be lots of not much stuff actually is on Facebook, just kind of some fun, silly things. Like I asked people to post their favorite meme from quarantine, and that just was silly. But otherwise you can register and get the YouTube link. So that's still. So it'll be awesome to join. You do need to register though if you want to watch the video. That's my only thing. Registering means you are going to play bingo with us and you're going to get a make and take packet. I've got oh my gosh. Like, oh my gosh. Like seriously, give me a second. We'll just get rid of that. Ugh. I think it's gone now. Okay. Oh my God. This needs to go away. Okay. Ick is right. Jeez. Okay. So we will be doing some fun. I think I've got it now. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Refocus. Our workshop is going to be so much fun though. We're going to have 5 make and take projects, and you can order a packet, and then you can play bingo with us, and there's prizes. It is just for the US, but if you want to join the group on Facebook, that's free for everybody. And like I said, the Facebook link is in here. If you're not on Facebook, I will say maybe you should just join just for this. You don't have to do anything on Facebook, just that's okay. So anyway, I think we've got that taken care of. So thank you, everybody. All right. Is today the last day to order? No, you can. It would be great if you can order today, but just so that I can get everything cut tomorrow during the day, that would really help. So there you go. Anyway, I'm going to be featuring 3 stamp sets during my my class. It's the Artistic Impressions. This is like my favorite stamp set in the catalog. And then the Sweetly Swirled, which I did yesterday on my blog, my Simple to Stunning Sundays, was featuring this stamp set. And witticisms. It's my friend Lisa Fast's $1 million stamp set, so that's kind of fun. But and the link is in the description of this video for the group, so you can get there from that. All right. And now you don't have to have those stamp sets, by the way. They you can substitute other things, but yeah. All right, I am gonna flip the camera around and we're gonna get stamping because I feel like I've been blah, 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 talking, but it's been fun, right? I always love talking with you guys because it's just fun to catch up with my girls. And I suppose there's boys on here. Not all. Oh my gosh. Seriously. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to get business. There we go. Okay, let me just see. If somebody can help me, if you see that, please. I know I've blocked 2. I just don't understand. Okay, so I'm about it. That is the down. All right. I would like to say he should be. Okay. Okay. No, I've blocked him several times too. I just don't understand why it's not stopping him. Okay. So anyway, welcome. We're so glad that you're here. I'm really excited because I do have my first card is going to feature the Above the Clouds stamp set. And this is one I haven't pulled out in a while. So I thought it was about time, you know? I think we're going to have a good time. And there's a sentiment in here that I think is kind of awesome. And it says, "We rise by lifting others." And so the perfect time for that. So I'm going to start with a piece of 3 inches by 5.5 inches. And I'm going to also take and if you click on the comment, it gives you that option as it's the comments are going through. Don't worry about it, guys. I think we've got them. So thank you guys to who've been. Discontinued list will come out on the 12th of April. So that will be, don't worry, I'll post all about you. All right, so creating a background, and I'm going to here, and I'm going to emboss it actually in white. So I've got my embossing buddy, and I'll stamp it in the mark. Okay, and I'm just going to stamp it maybe twice. All right. Yes, it is exciting stuff. It's always a fun time of year. I'm also excited because hoping, keep your fingers and toes and everything crossed, that some of the items that have been on back order for a long time, I'm hoping will be in this week. So that would kind of rock my world, to be honest with you. Okay. And then we are going to do some sponging over the Oh, you can hear me. It is not freezing, is it? Oh. Okay, yeah, I would say try to go in and out. I don't know why that. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, guys. Let's see. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do a text really quick. Oh shoot, I can't. All right. If you guys see that pop up again, will you just continue to get rid of him? Ugh. Okay, so I'm gonna take my Pool Party ink pad and I'm gonna put some color on here. I'm using this is just an oval makeup brush that I get on Amazon. I like the large size. And there we go. Okay, so we've got some color. Isn't that awesome? Super cute. What heat gun do I have? Mine is not the current Stampin' Up one, but it's the one before that. So yeah, there we go. Okay, so there we go. You can see the clouds resist the color, so that's pretty awesome. Okay, next I'm gonna set that aside and we're gonna do a little stamping on a scrap of paper. So I'll take the hot air balloon and stamp this in some Memento ink. And let's see, I think I was trying to debate whether to use black or gray. I think I'll use black. All right. I know, I do like the background those brushes create too. Gosh, I was pushing on this a little too hard. Oh. Okay, let's try this once more. I need good. Third time's a charm, right? All right, so there we go. Now I'm going to color this in with of my blends. So, oops, I've got, let's see, I've got mango, I've got pumpkin pie, and I've got lovely lipsticks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it kind of be darkest center section of this and then a little lighter as in the middle. Okay. and then we'll blend. You'll see it's all going to be good. And then I'll kind of fill in those little details. And sometimes I need to come back in and add a little bit more color, and you can definitely do that. I try to stay a little bit away from the edges because I don't want to have bleeding. Okay. All right. Then we're going to do our pumpkin pie. Same thing. Kind of put some of the dark like maybe a little down here. Blend them. Well, and you know, I think this is kind of a springy set too. I mean, obviously summer as well, but we kind of don't think about hot air balloons in the wintertime because you can't use them. Unless you're in the southern hemisphere, and then you're all about them, maybe, right? Oh, okay. So then we'll do finish up with a mango. Is this the dark though? It's the light. I knew it. Oops. So you can see I'm not doing fancy coloring, just some basics. All right. Blend that out. So looks good and fun. Okay. All right. The next thing I'm going to do is punch this out, which I love this because it's a punch. So that's awesome. Then I'm going to stamp the little basket. Oops. And then we'll punch that out well. Let me grab a block for this one. Okay. And I want to see if I can get it on this little scrap that popped out. If I can't, I'll just Oh, hot dang. That went pretty well, huh? Okay, now for this, I'll do crumb cake. I was going to do it like a bright color, but I know, right? Sometimes I am even amazed by my stamping skills. Okay, so there's our crumb cake, and I'm just blending that out. And boom, looks awesome. All right, now I think this is going to look particularly awesome on this background, right? Because it's really going to pop. Let's see. So was somebody asking, somebody was asking, what's the difference between Memento Black and Archival Black? So the thing for Memento is that it is the thing is Memento is an ink that is water-based. It will work with our archival, or pardon, with our sorry, goodness. Could anything else go wrong today? I just don't know. It will work with our Stampin' Blends, which are alcohol-based ink. Archival black, like Stay, the archival black that we use, that is a alcohol-based ink, so it would smear with our alcohol markers, just Mento will smear with watercoloring. So that's kind of the difference. Watercoloring, you're going to use, oh, Deb, can I do that to you? How do I make you blue? Oh, wait, let's see. Deb, I just made you a moderator. So maybe if you see that again, you could get rid of it for me. That would really kind of rock. All right. There we go. Thank you. Oh, I see that you're blue now. Yay. Awesome. Well, you know, before when I've had that, I've had somebody on here who can fix it for me. So I don't know what the deal is. Anyway, so um, so that's why you want to do the one versus the other. Okay. Oh my God. I want to cry. So, all right. We're just going to ignore that and I'm going to pretend like that's not happening. I don't know what else to do. Okay. So, I'm going to pop this up on here like so. And I'm even going to have it stick off my card, just or off the edge of this a little bit. And then I'll take and stick this on with a mini dimensional just because it's back. Oh, thank you, Susan. Tell your husband thank you. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to just put this, oh, actually we need to stamp our sentiment. So we've got the, we rise by lifting others up. I just have to laugh because what else do you do? I'm going to stamp that in some Bermuda Bay. So it's a little shade darker than my pool party. Okay. And then I'm going to put this on a white card base. So yeah, I really love cheerful cards. I think this is the time for cheerful cards for sure. So just give that a good crease and then I'm going to adhere it to my card base like so. All right. Yeah, I don't know why we are having such troubles with that situation today. My goodness. Okay. So we just have attached that to our card. And it's a really simple card. And then I'm going to, my card is kind of crooked. So I'm just going to slice off that bottom part of it. So there we go. Awesome. So that's just a really bright, happy, fun card. And yeah, I'm glad you guys like it. Okay, now this next card is kind of fun, another fun card, playing with color. And this was a card challenge that the Stampin' Up! Home office issued to demonstrators. We have, when you're a demonstrator, there's a special Facebook group that you can be a part of. And so I have been actually itching to do this for a while and I can't wait to show this to you. Now, bear with me for just a minute. The color combination is one I never ever would have put together. It's Terracotta Tile, Grapefruit Grove, Mango Melody, Daffodil Delight, Coastal Command, the Bermuda Bay I just used. Here we go. So this is a really cool color combo. But again, first of all, it's 6 colors. I don't often use 6 colors with this. So I'm really happy with the look. Because it's just different than what I kind of normally do. Oh my, okay. So I seriously just can't even with this right now. Okay, so I'm going to start with terracotta tile. And thank you, Deb. Oh my gosh, I literally have never had anything quite like this happen before. I guess this is what happens when people come to your channel. The thing that bothers me so much about it is that it is definitely my intention to have a safe place for people to be. Is a safe place, and it was just, oh, and he knew he was getting to me. Okay. Anywho, here we are. I know, and by the way, that man is clearly a sex offender. Gosh. Like, did you see? I'm sure that's not really him, but whatever. Gross. Gross, 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 gross. Makes me crazy. Okay, so I'm just going to make my happy cute card with my happy cute color combination and my happy cute stamp. All right, so this is a butterfly from the stamp set Beauty Abounds, which is stamp set right here. And so cute. What really just kind of, he called somebody's name out, and that was just like, oh. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what he is, but gross. I really hope he's not a 14-year-old boy, because I have a 14-year-old boy, but man, if he ever did that, he knows he'd be in big trouble with me. Okay, so anyway, so here we are stamping our pretty little color combination, and I'm just lining up my butterflies. They're not perfect, so don't worry about that. If they're not exactly lined up, no big deal. So I've got terracotta tile, Grapefruit Grove. Next up is Mango Melody. And I'm just stamping all these butterflies because they make me happy, and butterflies are cute, and butterflies make me happy. So yeah, that is correct. He would not see 15 if it was my son. That is true. Okay, now we have Daffodil Delight. And by the way, off the screen, from your view, I am cleaning my stamp between each of these colors, just so you know. So there we go. Next up, we've got Coastal Cabana, the color that lets us know God loves us. Always a good thing. And there we are. I have to say that a card with Coastal Cabana and Bermuda Bay cannot be anything but awesome, right? Okay, so I just lined all those up, super easy. My piece of paper, good question, let me tell you. It is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8, but I can see that it's a little off right here, so I'm going to slice that off a little bit. The butterfly this is from the Beauty Abounds stamp set, and so I just sliced that down a little bit more, and I guess I'll cut a little off the bottom too, so it's even. Okay, now in that stamp set is also the word hello, and oh my God. Okay. So, Deb, help. Okay. So I'm going to use the hello, and I'm going to use some smoke, or this is gray granite. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp hello at the bottom here in gray granite, and then I'm going to attach it to my card like that. Okay, and I'm just going to pop it up. So I love this because it's so easy to do. And you could use a lot of different images, though I will say I really like the butterfly. Okay, and I'm just going to pop that little strip up like that, and then we'll snip off the ends. Well, I just have to say, like, what a sad life he leads, honestly. I mean, if this is what gets him all excited is posting stupid stuff. Maybe he's from the Tiger King show. That could be it. Like that would be like his people, like for sure. Yeah. What a probably has a tiny little thing too. I mean, that just seems logical, right? Okay. So, I love this. So cute. And I'm going to attach this. Now, I trimmed it down a little bit from my original. Now I'm going to layer this back on another layer just because I know, right? Sorry, I couldn't help it, you guys. Oh, I'm just so mad. But whatever. I will continue on. Okay. But again, I really like the color on this. And then I really like it with the gray granite. I think that looks awesome. So I just layered it back on that original size, which was 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And I think our piece I trimmed down to be about 3 3/4 by 5. So there we go. Isn't that so cute? Yeah, somebody was at Dana said something about the Tiger King show. Yeah, we were talking about it at the beginning of the live, and I binged it this weekend, and it was just insane. Okay, so I'm going to also take my Take Your Pick tool and just pop on a couple of rhinestones on here. Like that. Just a couple, 3 on here, just to kind of add a little bling. So yeah. Yes, Sharon, I watched that episode and it was awesome. Okay, so there is our card. I really like this one. I think you could play with a lot of different color combinations too with that, and it would be really... Okay, next up, let's see what we have next here. Ooh, okay. This is a really, 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 really simple card. In fact, it's so simple, I'm going to do 2 of them. Each one is going to be a little bit different. So I'm going to start with a half a sheet of thick white cardstock. It's kind of my go-to. And then I took a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece and embossed it with the new embossing folder that goes with the Ornate Garden Suite. I'm not sure what the name of it is, so I apologize. But that's 4 by 5 1/4. So we'll stick that right on here. And then I've got this 1-inch strip that I've got, and I'm going to do a little stamping. Now I'm going to use the stamp set My Meadow. I get requests for this quite a bit, and I really like the stamp set. I think it's a great set. So I'm going to use Poppy Parade in Granny Apple Green. All right. And I'm going to start with, let's see, I just got to find my stamps. Here we go. I'm going to start with my Poppy. Not even true. Yeah, that's true. Well, no, it's not. Sorry. I'm going to start with my Sentiment, which is, it is from the stamp set. Hold on, I'm looking. Itty Bitty Birthdays. Okay. So I've got Happy Day on here, and then I'm going to stamp these teeny little flowers in red. Poppy. They could be poppies. I mean, for all I know. I don't know. So I use Poppy Parade. It seemed like the right color. Okay. And I'm going to use Granny Apple Green and look at how you can just, do you see? You can just see right in between, and then you stamp the little leaves in there. So it's just all cute. So super cute. Is Peepsful Poppies coming back? It is scheduled to be here later this or sometime this week, and I have no idea what the status of it. Like, is it coming back? Will it be permanent? I have no idea about that, so I can't speak to that. But anyway, okay. So we're just gonna put this on here. That's all that there is for this card. It's super simple. Okay, and if you thought this was cute, we're gonna do another one. Again, that's super cute. So hold on one moment. Okay, so there we go. Really simple. The other thing you could do is just tie like a little baker's twine bow on here. You know, because why not? All right. But again, just a really simple card. I think a lot of times we get so hung up on techniques or using all the accessories and blah, 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 which, I mean, don't get me wrong, that's fun. But like, come back to basics for every once in a while, and just remember how amazed we were when we first started and we just put a couple little stamps to paper and thought what we were just absolutely the best ever. And I mean, we were, obviously. But there we go. And then I'll just lop that excess off. So there is my card. So cute. Okay, next, this is from the My Meadow stamp set. And you can see it's just these two images right here. And by the way, they fit in the wheelbarrow really nicely. But yeah, I think they're super cute. So yeah, next up, we're going to do the same exact thing, only I switched the embossing folder. So this time it is a Whisper White card base once again. And I asked the folder with the eyelet lace or lace eyelet embossing folder, same size, 4 by 5 1/4. And then I'm going to use that 1-inch strip. And then I've got 2 images. My greeting is going to come from the same stamp set, which is Itty Bitty Celebrations, or Itty Bitty Greetings. Or, oh my gosh, final time. Itty Bitty Birthdays. Final answer. And I'm going to stamp it in black. Oh, here we go. I was going to say, just as soon as I find my black ink pad. Okay, then I'm going to use the stamp set. I'm going to stamp it right down here at the bottom. That's pretty crooked, so let's try it again. Much better. Okay. All right, then I'm going to stamp some of these birthday hats on here. And this is from the set Around the Corner. And let's see, I thought I had that out, but maybe I don't. Oh, yep, here it is. This stamp set. So there we go. So this is from Around the Corner, which, by the way, is a great set. I need to pull out and use more. I was kind of trying to pull out sets that I hadn't been using as much. Okay, so we got that. Now I'm going to color these in with my blends really quick. Okay, so I'm going to do Pool Party. Dark on bottom, light on the top. And then I'm going to do Highland Heather. Dark on bottom, light on the top. Okay. And then I'm gonna do Lovely Lipstick, dark on the bottom, light on the top. Okay. And finally, pumpkin pie, dark on the bottom, and light on the top. All right, so that's a fun little color combination right there. And we're gonna do the same thing. We'll go ahead and adhere it with the liquid glue. It sounds like there's a little debate brewing about rubber versus photopolymer. And I would say, you know, it's really a personal preference. I honestly really prefer red rubber because it stamps a better image. But certain ones are really good because you can see them better when you use photopolymer. So, I mean, it's both. Okay, we're going to put on the top of each party hat a little rhinestone. Oh, goodness, I'm having some issues, though. I'm trying to use up the last of my old style rhinestones, and it's not going well. These are the ones, you know, that are linked together, and I cut them apart. There we go. Okay, now here's what I love about this card is you can just change the colors up on these hats and have a more masculine card. It works for kids, it works for adults, it works for boys, it works for girls. Just change up the colors and you're good to go. So I love that. Isn't that awesome? Really, really kind of a fun card. So those are our two cards. Same concept, just carried out a little differently. Now, speaking of masculine cards, I always have requests for a more masculine type project. That's one of the most requests that I get. And so we're going to work on that today. I'm going to use the Rooted in Nature stamp set. I'm going to, here, just going to clear everything off. Do you like how I did that? It's like the scrapers they use in the kitchen. So I'll leave that out so you can see Rooted in Nature. We still only have the size of a card to work with, but that's all right. Okay, so in this one, I've got a half a sheet of crumb cake, so I'm folded that in half. And then I have embossed a piece of old olive with my Pinewood Planks embossing folder. That's my favorite folders. Such a good all-purpose background. So all right, and then the other thing is I've got a piece of Whisper White, and this I'm going to stamp with a tree from the tall tree from Rooted in Nature. Now for this, you can do this a couple different ways. I can't remember. Yeah, it does fit on this block. You can ink the whole thing up in Old Olive, or you can ink part of it up in Old Olive and part of it up with a brown color. I'm going to go with Easy, and today Easy, stamp it in full strength Old Olive. Okay, so stamp it right there. And then I'm going to stamp it a couple more times without re-inking. All right, and then I'll stamp it again over here. And then without re-inking, I'll stamp it a couple more times. Okay, and what I like about that is I can fill this in so it's kind of like a forest. Looks good. I'll take my green at the bottom to kind of just fill that in, and you can see that really adds a nice touch. And then I will take my aqua brush that I have out in a little pool party ink. Actually, there's probably plenty on there, and color the sky in with a little pool party. And look at that. Can't go wrong, as I tell you. Okay, so there we are. I'm going to take my paper here and stamp the sentiment from this set, which is thinking of you. And this is such a good sentiment to have on hand. Of course, right now, thinking of you is such a nice sentiment to share with somebody. Just knowing that that others are thinking of you is, I think, very comforting. And I will stamp this in black. So I really like having thinking of you cards. Now, of course, when you don't have, I think it's such a good time to reach out to people. And speaking of reach, I have a group that I started about a month ago now, called Sending Sunshine and Rainbows. Well, almost a month. And each week we have nominations that people send to me, and then I post, and they can send cards to the nominees, and there's all kinds of different reasons. Sometimes it's birthdays, sometimes it's illnesses, sometimes it's just having a rough go in life. So I hope you'll take a look at that. I have a link in the description of this video, and we've been doing lots of good things lately, so I'm kind of excited about that. Now, I just realized I was not supposed to adhere this. Oh well. I was supposed to adhere this to this piece and then tie this on, but such is life. We'll survive. So I'm going to take, and I stamped my thinking of you in black. I punched it with my 2 1/4 inch circle punch, and then adhered it to a scalloped circle that I had die cut ahead of time using my layering circles dies. And now I'm just wrapping this around with some linen thread. And that Sending Sunshine group, of course, is good for sending cards to uplift others. It's also, we have awesome rack, can join the rack list, can get cards for no reason, your birthday. So that's kind of a nice thing to have on. And it's a kind of an awesome group. I've been getting really good feedback. If you would like to nominate somebody, you'd need to send your nomination via email to me, and all that information, so you can check that out. But okay, I'll scooch just a little bit down. There we go. Aha. So there's my bow. Make it just a little bigger. And then I'll pop this up over the top. Okay. So there we are. Isn't that nice? Aw, aw. Okay. And then I'll just adhere it to my card. Get my curly tail out of the way. Okay, I think our troll is gone. I kept saying stuff that made me want to say that's what she said. But I couldn't say that while the guy was on here. I mean, my gosh. Can't add fuel to the fire there. Ugh. Okay, so there you go. So yeah, really easy card, but just a couple little extra steps that make it so pretty. So I like that. And that again is the Rooted in Nature stamp set from the annual catalog. Now our final card is a guest request, and this is one that, as I mentioned at the very beginning, I am casing from I would say a friend of mine, though I've never actually met her, and she just is adorable and I love her. But she's from Australia. This is from Kyla. She made this super cute from sailing home, and one of the people, actually one of my downline, requested a card using the sentiment that had anchor in it, and she loved the "Be your anchor through the storms of life," which obviously is perfect for right now. Again, such a great stamp set. Same set, Rooted in Nature is a big set. Okay, so she wanted me to make she wanted me to make a card with this sentiment. So I am casing Kyla's card. Kayla. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Kayla. You're so cute. I'm saying it with my horrible American accent. All right. So I'm going to start with a navy blue base. And oh, hi, Donna. There's another one of my Australian friends. I've actually met Donna, though. I know her. We're like practice friends, right? We met once on a cruise ship. It was great. Actually, I've been in contact with her quite a bit. In fact, Donna, we were working on our Zoom earlier today, so it's tomorrow for you, isn't it? All right, so I cut some pieces. Basically, I piece and cut it to be 4 by 5 1/4 inches of this printed paper, and this is all from the Sailing Home Suite. I've got the other side of it is the stripes. Donna does know the future. She knows what happens. It's tomorrow there already. It's amazing. That always just giggle. Okay, so I've got my 2 pieces on here, and I have to laugh. I forgot I was looking for, before I went live, I was looking at my, there's baker's twine that goes with this, and I cannot, I do have some. Phew! I was going to say, I know I have some. All right, so I'm going to take some of the baker's twine that coordinates with this and kind of wrap it around here a couple times. And I'm gonna, well, maybe I'll tie a knot. The ends. If to be honest, now that I'm thinking about it, but we'll see what happens here. Okay, and Kayla's card was a little different, but that's the beauty of casing. You can kind of take someone's idea and then put your own twist on it, which I love. And she is an amazing stamper, by the way. I admire her work. She does a lot of bright colors, which of course you guys know I love bright, happy colors. So my screen melted. Oh my gosh. Why is that? What is the deal? Is the universe full on against me today? I don't know. All right. This is our last card. Muscle through and get it done. Okay, so I'm going to start. We've got that part set up, and then I want to stamp my sentiment on this little label. This is one of the dies that comes in the bottle. So this Sailing Home is just such a great set, or a bundle, I should say, stamp bundle. So there's days, I know, right? It is Monday the 13th. That is so true. As though it were Friday, I would agree. All right, so I inked this up in some Night of Navy ink. And please let the gods of straight stamping be with me. Not bad. Oh. Okay, so I've stamped that on there, and then we're going to pop it up on top of baker's twine. So, okay. Dimensionals. Did I get a card in recently? I don't think so. I haven't gotten my mail yet today. I will say things from Australia do take a while. But bless your heart, a card in the mail. Yay! That is exciting news. Now you can see I kind of undid. I love kind of fraying the ends of this a little bit. I don't put a ton of dimensionals on this piece either because I want to be able to tuck things underneath. Things that she did too with the little from the printed paper. So I have done one in Mossy Meadow, and then another one in the paper. So it's kind of got a little pattern on it, which is kind of cool. It's just like a map or something on it, but anyway, I thought it'd be kind of cool. And I'm going to literally snip these off so I can use them separate from one and kind of intermingle the pieces and parts. I'll take and got these on. Okay. Now the solid with the printed and so forth. So that'll be kind of cool. Like so. I might actually put this behind this. Oh, come on. My glue dot's sticking where I don't want it to stick. There we go. All right. And then I also want to have a couple sticking out down here. Like so. All right. Next, I die cut a ship's wheel in soft suede cardstock. And I'm just going to pop that in here also, like about there. And then I also stamped, this is the little anchor, because of course our sentiment has an anchor in it. And I stamped this in Night of Navy ink and then die cut it with the die. I did that so you didn't have to wait for me to do it, because, you know, that's no fun to wait for somebody to die cut stuff. Just saying. And I'm going to have that just kind of, I think we'll pop it up with some minis here. I usually have as many sheets of dimensionals out as I have cards that I've made, sometimes more. Okay, so I'll just put a glue dot on here and then the dimensional, and then I'll lay this on top of my little piece there. So there we go. Super cute. All right, so we're going to take and adhere this whole business to our card base, which was Night of Navy. And that's dark, so we want to stamp something on the inside. Plus Kyla did, so we're going to do that. And, well, so she used the little anchor embellishment on hers. There's, as I like to call them, steering wheels and anchors. And I didn't know. I kind of thought if I put another one on there, would that be too much? Should we put this on here? I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we add the mini anchor? Let me know. So the cardstock, the sentiment is crumb cake. Everything is from the Sailing Home bundle. So everything's the die cuts as well. Actually, half of them are out because I was die cutting with them. But yeah, the seaweed, all of the pieces I'm using are from there. So nope. Yeah, I know. Probably not. Okay, that's what I was thinking. But we're not quite done yet. We're going to stamp on the inside of our card as well. So we've got this little compassy image, and we're going to stamp that in here also with the lighter color, which is balmy blue. Okay. So I'm going to just stamp that off so it's nice and light. And then I'll add my anchor over the top in Night of Navy. Just as soon as I figure out where it went. Here we go. Okay, and then that can go on the inside. I didn't quite stamp it on there good, but if that's the biggest problem I have, I'm okay with it. Okay. So there we, ooh, we got to put it in straight though. My gosh. Can't do all of that and have it crooked. So there we go. Kind of fun. She had a little bit of extra stuff in here, but I'm keeping mine just a teeny bit more simple. But there we go. So let me show you all the cards I made again today, especially if you hopped on after we started. So we've got a couple masculine, a couple feminine. So yeah, we've got that Thinking of You. This is from the Rooted in Nature. Then we've got this card and this card. This one is from the My Meadow, and this one is from the Round the Corner stamp set. Then we have these oscillies in this fun color combination from the Beauty Abound stamp set. And then finally our Above the Clouds hot air balloon card. So really pretty. So yeah, thank you guys. Amy asked if I'm on Facebook anymore, and the answer is no. And the reason is because Facebook's mean to me. So no, I just do my lives on YouTube now. But the link is always on my Facebook group where you would watch my Facebooks normally. So you can always find the link there. Speaking of which, I have a prize to give away. I had some shares, and I said I would draw a name from the people who shared my video, and let me grab that prize. So I've got an Over the Moon stamp set for Joy Pittman. She shared. So Joy, I believe I have your address, so I will send this out to you. Don't forget, share on Facebook my link, and then you will get entered into a drawing for this. You can find it on my Facebook business page. So it's facebook.com/creativity-cave. There's no the in it, but you'll find it there. If you were interested in any of them stuff, there's lots of links in the description of this video, but let me tell you about a few things happening. Okay, got a clean slate here. So first of all, thank you for being here. I appreciate stamping with you today, especially putting up with our little issues that we had. So if you would help me, sharing is caring. Please share this video on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you're watching it. I prefer Facebook. That actually helps me out quite a bit. So share the video, and then I will do drawings again for you and for free stuff. So I would love to share some free goodies with you. The other thing is please order or on my online store. And I have a host code that you can use when your orders are less than $150. If they're over $150, don't use the code. You can get free stuff from Stampin' Up. You always get free stuff from me. So the host code's in the description of this video, along with the link to my online store. My Stampin', let's see, what is this called? Stampin' Game Night workshop is tomorrow, Tuesday at 7 p.m. You can register for that event if you would like a make and take packet or to play bingo with us. I've got prizes for bingo. It'll be awesome. If you want to get involved in that, the Facebook group is in the description of this video. And if you would like to get registered for that, you can email me. And that's my email. And then you'll be involved in that. It's going to be awesome. And then Friday, I have an ornamental garden class. Or no, ornate garden. Oh my gosh. Ornate garden suite class that comes out. And you can register for that again in the description of this video. That's in there. I also have a class on the Majestic Mountain this month. And then, yeah, I think that's everything. So lots of fun stuff going on. Now, I will tell you, a little birdie told me that there's going to be a clearance rack update tomorrow. I heard that from someone who's in a market that might have that update already. So I think it's coming to the US. We'll see. Take a look. So just check on that. We'll see. I usually, when stuff happens in other markets, it happens here. Typically those things do. So I think that will be available. So I don't know, just take a look. Uh-oh, somebody's winking. Yeah, I saw, that's the nice thing about you guys knowing what happens tomorrow already. So yeah, check into that. But anyway, have a wonderful day, you guys. I hope that you have a great day. Come back and see me again on Monday. And again, I really appreciate your business. It helps these videos continue to come. Congratulations to Joy, who won the Over the Moon stamp set. I made a card with this last week. And I'll try and get these on my blog for tomorrow. So thanks, guys. Have a great day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.